Hey there, my friend. Come with me for a little while. Let's step away from the weight of the day, the endless lists, the demands pulling at you from every direction. Picture this. We're standing at the edge of a quiet autumn forest, just as the sun dips low, casting long, golden shadows across the earth. The air is crisp, carrying that unmistakable scent of fall dried leaves, damp earth, a hint of wood smoke lingering from somewhere far off. Feel the gentle coolness of the breeze brushing against your cheeks, just enough to wake your senses, while the soft crunch of leaves beneath your boots grounds you in this moment. Listen to the faint rustling of foliage as it sways in the treetops, a soothing whisper that seems to hum a tune only the forest knows. The ground is a mosaic of amber, crimson, and burnt orange, each leaf catching the fatting light like a tiny flame flickering before it rests. As we stand here, breathing in the stillness, there's a subtle shift in the air, a distant murmur, almost like a voice or a memory, weaving through the trees, too faint to grasp, but close enough to stir something deep within you. It's as if something familiar is waiting just beyond the next bend, calling softly, patiently, for you to notice. I know you've been carrying so much, my friend. The weight of deadlines that never seem to end, the quiet worries about providing for your family, the unspoken fear that you're not doing enough, not being enough. It's there in the way your shoulders tense when the phone buzzes with another demand, in the fleeting memory of a time when laughter came easier, when a Sunday afternoon meant rest instead of planning for Monday. Maybe you've caught yourself staring out a window, watching the world move on while you feel stuck, tethered to responsibilities that pile up like these fallen leaves. There's a longing for the man you were, someone who could breathe without second guessing, who could let a mistake slide without it gnawing at you through the night. And there's fatigue, isn't there? Not just in your bones, but in your spirit, a quiet ache for release, for a moment to just let go. Each thought, each worry feels like a leaf clinging to a branch long after it should have fallen, holding on out of sheer habit. And yet, through all this, that distant murmur lingers, a whisper on the wind, a sense of something or someone familiar drawing closer, threading through the rustle of leaves, as if it's been waiting for you to listen, to remember. And then, there I am, Charles, your old friend from those autumn walks we used to take, stepping out from the shadowed path with a warm, easy smile. My voice is soft, close, like I'm right beside you. The faint scent of my old wool coat mixing with the earthy aroma of the forest. The crunch of leaves under my steps matches yours as I fall into pace beside you. Do you remember those days? Let's drift back together. Think of that one afternoon, years ago, when we wandered through a park just like this, the air sharp with the first chill of fall, the sound of our laughter mingling with the snap of twigs underfoot. We tossed a football back and forth, your throw a little wild, landing in a pile of leaves with a muffled thud, sending up a burst of dusty, sweet decay into the air. Or that time we sat on a weathered bench, the wood cool and rough under our hands, sipping coffee from a thermos, the steam curling into the crisp air as we talked about dreams, yours so big, mine a little quieter, but both of us believing in tomorrow. And then there was that quieter walk, wasn't there? The one where we didn't say much, just listened to the distant call of a crow, felt the weight of the world in our silence, but somehow shared. The breeze that day carried the faint, bitter tang of pine, and I can still feel the way the ground shifted under us, soft and uneven, as we moved forward together. These memories, they're like leaves caught in the wind of your mind, swirling closer now, hinting at something more, a moment of clarity, of release, that we shared once, waiting to be rediscovered. Let me wrap you in that warmth now, my friend. I see how heavy it's been, how you've held onto every stress, every expectation, as if letting go might mean losing control. But here, in this forest of memory and quiet, you don't have to hold on so tight. Let's start with a breath. Feel the cool air fill your chest. Let it out slow, like you're releasing a single leaf to the ground, watching it drift with the faintest rustle. You've done so much, carried so much, and it's enough. You are enough. Every late night at the desk, every sacrifice for your family, every time you've pushed through exhaustion, it's seen, it matters. But you don't have to grip it all so fiercely. Let's imagine those burdens as leaves in your hands, each one a worry about tomorrow's meeting, a fear of falling short, a regret over time lost. Feel their brittle edges, the dry whisper as they crumble, and let the breeze take them, one by one, swirling away into the golden haze of this autumn day. And as they fall, let me remind you of that walk we took after a particularly hard week for you. Do you recall? We stopped by a stream, the water gurgling softly over smooth stones, a sound so steady it felt like the world itself was breathing. I turned to you and said, "It's not about holding everything together. It's about knowing what to release." You nodded, and I saw something shift in your eyes, a flicker of lightness, as you tossed a pebble into the stream, watching the ripples spread and fade. That's the moment we've been circling back to, the one the wind has been whispering about. It's here now, ready for you to claim again, a reminder that letting go isn't losing, it's making space for peace. Let's sit with that a while, shall we? Here, on this soft patch of earth, the ground cool beneath us, the the scent of moss and fallen leaves wrapping around us like a quiet hug. Stress, my friend, it's not a chain to drag behind you forever. It's a season, a passing storm. Like these leaves, it falls away when its time is done, nourishing the ground for something new. I've seen men like us, in the thick of life's battles, think strength means never bending. But true strength is in the tree that sways with the wind, shedding what no longer serves it. Think of time itself, how it moves not in a straight line, but in cycles, like the seasons. You've weathered winters of doubt, summers of relentless push, and now, in this autumn of your journey, you're learning to release. Every man before you, every man after, walks this same path of holding and letting go. It's universal, this ache, but so is the relief when you trust the fall. Feel that breeze again, warm now with the last kiss of daylight, brushing your skin like a friend's hand on your shoulder. Hear the distant echo of that stream we sat by, its murmur blending with the rustle of leaves skittering across the forest floor. You're not alone in this shedding, and you're not diminished by it. You're clearing the way for calm, for a mind that can rest, for a heart that can breathe again. And now, as the light softens even further, painting the treetops in hues of molten gold, it's time for me to step back, to let you linger in this quiet on your own. I'm still here, though, my presence fading like a gentle breath, like the last whisper of wind through the branches above. Look around one last time at this autumn scene, the leaves drifting in slow spirals, their faint crackle as they settle, the cool earth beneath you holding you steady, the distant hum of the world beyond these trees fading into a hush. We've walked through memory and release together, haven't we? From the weight you carried to the lightness you're beginning to feel, it's been a journey of shedding, of remembering how to let the wind take what no longer belongs. Rest here, my friend, in this serene corner of fall, where the air smells of earth and endings that promise beginnings. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me of a moment that lingers in your heart, a memory or a burden you're ready to release. Share it below if you feel called to. For now, I'll leave you with the softest goodbye, my voice trailing off like the last leaf falling, like the quietest breath of autumn air. Rest well, my friend.